Coming up on Vegas Station Game Day.
They were tough when we played them the first time. They're doing a great job rushing right now, and they're challenging on the back end. Playing with a lot of confidence, man, so they present a great challenge.
Prepping for a second dance with Denver.
With divisional game, we know these guys, right? We know them, and we had a great opportunity last time we faced them. It was really understanding your divisional foe, how they want to attack you, and what matchups can we exploit more importantly.
The Raiders with a chance this week in front of a home crowd to avenge their mile-high loss from earlier this year. Vegas Station Game Day for week number 12 starts right now.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Game Day. Presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.
Raiders Broncos, a late season showdown on the docket for week 12. Hello, welcome in for another edition of Vegas Station Game Day. As it's been all year, I'm your host, Dominic Lavoie. A busy week for the Raiders training staff. Plenty of guys getting patched up in the days leading up to Denver. Some players nursing injuries this week include Jack Jones after going down with an injury against the Dolphins. In that same game, his cornerback opposite him, Jacorian Bennett, goes down with an injury himself. Both of them did not practice to start the week. Moving into the backfield, Zamir White and Alexander Mattison both getting hurt in South Florida, making this week a tall task for Raiders trainers. The injury has given some younger guys a chance to rise up in the ranks and get some game reps in the place of the injured starters. Now, we've already seen that this year in the secondary with Isaiah Polamau taking over for Marcus Epps. While in the backfield this week, rookie Dylan Laube may have a shot at some snaps. Now with White and Mattison injured, interim offensive coordinator Scott Turner and running backs coach Carnell Williams will be looking down the depth chart. Next in line are Amir Abdullah and, of course, the aforementioned Laube. The rookie out of New Hampshire has one carry on the year, and it didn't go well as he fumbled the ball. But Laube hasn't let taking a back seat phase him, as head coach Antonio Pierce commented on his work ethic throughout the season.
The key word right there is work ethic, because he's a scout team running back there, giving us a good look. Obviously, we had some fumbles early on. Talked about that with the ball security. And again, here's a great example, right? Well, here's your opportunity. Are you ready? And we've been talking about that. Keep telling our rookies, our younger players, you never know when your name's going to get called, your number's going to get called. And if it's this week, be ready for it. But I will say this, he shows up every day. He's in the building as early as most of our vets. He's prepared. He goes out to practice hard. He gives us good looks. Got a smile on his face, and he works.
Now, with all the injury talk out of the way, let's swing things over to Vinny Bonsignore for his outlook on this week's game and how the Raiders can pull off a win. Vinny, what's your vision for this week?
Well, the Raiders are trying to snap a 6-game losing streak against the Denver Broncos Sunday at Allegiant Stadium, but it's going to be tough. Talk about a mass unit. Jacorian Bennett, Nate Hobbs, the two starting cornerbacks, they are out. Jack Jones, probably doubtful. He's the third starting cornerback, so it might be all backups at cornerback. Then you talk about running backs. Zamir White and Alexander Mattison are doubtful. I doubt we're going to see them play on Sunday against the Broncos. So it's a lot of backups that are going to be playing in this game. The Denver Broncos come in with one of the best defenses in the NFL. They've got the most sacks in the NFL. They give up the fewest rushing yards in the NFL. So between getting to the quarterback, stopping the run, allowing the fewest points or the third fewest points in the game, it's going to be a tough hill climb for the Raiders. I don't see how they're going to be able to win this game, but it is a division game. It's a rival. It's at Allegiant Stadium, where the Denver Broncos have not won yet. So you always got a shot against a division rival. But to say this is going to be tough sledding, to snap this six-game losing streak is an understatement for the Raiders.
Thank you, Vinny. Now, moving over to some stats that those of you may not know, but those who watch the box score will. Heidi Fang is here with a hard count for some notable numbers to look out for this week.
Thanks, Dom. Brock Bowers continues to surge forward in the Raiders offense. With 4 receptions this week against Denver, he'll pass Jerry Rice for most receptions by a Raider through the first 11 games of a single season. With 94 receiving yards, Bowers would reach 800 receiving yards, one of 2 tight ends in NFL history to reach 800-plus receiving yards in the first 11 games of his rookie season, joining Hall of Famer Mike Ditka. With 1 interception, linebacker Robert Spillane will notch his 6th career interception, tied for the 4th most interceptions among undrafted linebackers in their first 80 career games in the NFL since the year 2000. Now back to you, Dom.
Thanks a million, Heidi. Now we got to take a quick break so I can get a breather, but coming right up, Todd Dewey is back with some more betting numbers for you bettors out there for the Broncos and Raiders matchup in Week 12. And we welcome Ed Graney to the show for another edition of Against the Grain. Stick around. We'll be right back.
DNR House of Diamonds is Las Vegas's elite private office jeweler. We specialize in natural and lab-grown loose diamonds, engagement rings, and custom design. If you're looking for lab-grown diamonds, we have one of the largest selections at the best prices in Las Vegas. We make luxury affordable every day.
Welcome back to Vegas Nation Game Day. I appreciate you sticking around. Now let's get this final section of the show started with Ed Graney in Against the Grain.
Yeah, this week I'm going to be looking at the defense and all the injuries the Raiders have, especially at cornerback, and how that's going to face Bo Nix of the Denver Broncos. It's really, really difficult, obviously, even with starting cornerbacks, the way the Raiders defense is played, to get much going. But now that they have all these injuries at corner, up front, in the secondary, it's really going to be hard, in my opinion, to stop Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. I can't believe I'm saying this because I was not a Bo Nix fan to begin the season, but the Denver Broncos quarterback has played better and better of late, and now I think the Raiders might be in a little trouble given how well he's played. They're really going to have one of their better games, I think, to slow down Denver. Again, pretty hard to say that given Denver's offense hasn't been great except for a few games this year. But I'm telling you what, if the Raiders can't get competent play from their corners and in the secondary, it could be a long day for Las Vegas. We'll see what happens. On the other side of the ball, injuries at running backs. We have to see how the Raiders fare there. They always have Brock Bowers, though, at tight end. He's obviously proven to be one of the best young players in the NFL, so maybe he can make enough plays to where the Raiders can stay in the game and have a chance to win it at the end. This is Against the Grain with Ed Graney.
And finally, the moment that you bettors out there have been waiting for. Let's close things out with Todd Dewey and some betting numbers for Week 12.
Who will score the first touchdown in the Raiders-Broncos game? Javonte Williams is a 6-1 favorite at Caesars Sportsbook, and Cortland Sutton is a 7-1 second choice. Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers are each 11-1. Bo Nix's total touchdown passes prop is 1.5 a week after he threw 4 in a win over the Falcons. The under is a -160 favorite. Gardner Minshew is a -250 favorite to throw at least one touchdown pass. You could also wager on whether the quarterbacks will throw interceptions. Minshew is a favorite to throw a pick. Nix, who has thrown only 2 interceptions in his last 9 games, is a favorite not to throw one. Bowers and Sutton lead the receiving yards prop with over-under totals of 60.5 yards. Myers is next at 55.5.
All right, thanks, Todd, and you, the viewer. Thank you all once again for tuning in. Now, as always, make sure to follow us on social media and the web at Vegas Nation or VegasNation.com to never miss Raiders news and updates. But for now, that'll do it for this episode of Vegas Nation Game Day. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all next time.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Game Day. Presented by DNR House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.